All right, I've done it again. I've clicked into a clickbaity sort of link. It's one of those weird ones that has a kind of like, oh my god, facts that you never knew about, whatever it is. And so I thought, fuck it, I'll have a look to see what it is. I need to do something about Grumpy at 40. I'm bound to find it. This was a list of 10 oh my god facts you never knew about Apple, and in it I found 10 Grumpy at 40 things I could talk about.
Oh, well, that's bloody shit.
No, I've had enough now.
Oh, Grumpy at 40.
My computer's going to be down here, so that's why my eyes will be going down here, but I'll put the details just there. And I should really name the site zoom10s.com, that's what they're called, but it's really about the people who write for it, right? Okay, so let's go. First of all, you're presented with this, okay? What it's saying here is Apple are big news, right? Okay. Yeah, I know, fucking hell, it's like, yeah, we know. This is its claim, is here. These are the 10 facts that will make any reader go, ong. Or if you're a kid, oh my god. So, or OMG, actually, that's it if you're a kid now. The first one then, number 10, freshen at number 10. I don't know if these are in order, like the last one's meant to make you go, oh my fucking god. FG. Steve Jobs was once fired from Apple. Yeah, we know. That's kind of one of the most famous things that happened about Apple. Right, number 9 then. They have over twice as much cash as the US government. After the recent bullshit that happened with the US government, I'm not fucking surprised. They're on their arse. Key point here, according to this Forbes article, they actually publish the information of where they got their information from, and they're actually saying according to, they're not saying it is certainly fact. Like, the people who've read this know this beforehand, so where's the oh my god in this? We already fucking know. Right, next. Steve Jobs felt he didn't need to take showers. If you carry on reading that Forbes article from the last point, it would go down and get to the fact that Steve Jobs actually didn't like taking showers. Prior to this article being read by me, I'm given the information elsewhere. Tell you what, didn't even go, oh my god. Oh yeah. Anyway, next, right. One of the 3 founders of Apple gave up his share for $800 in 1976. It would have been worth over $35 billion today. Again, it's one of those really famous things. I happen to think that maybe back in those days, the Steve Jobs and Wozniak one needed the $800 a bit more. Like, fuck you, we need to buy comics and shit. Give us your 800 quid back. Maybe he was bullied out of it. It's a really famous one. So where's the oh my god in this? Next. Income for the company doubled every 4 months during the first 5 years of the company's existence. It's one of those facts, and I didn't know this, of course I didn't know this, but it's one of those facts where you just go, so? They're a business, I'd fucking expect, like, they're really, like, that's impressive. They're also an impressive, their structure is quite impressive. Their rise to popularity is impressive. Why would it be a fucking surprise? Next. They were in a legal battle with the Beatles, for nearly 30 years. So, at some point, you're under a rock and somebody comes out and says, do you know what? The Beatles record company is called Apple. There is another company called Apple. They're trying to work out who can be called Apple. And me, as a person going, yeah, that's a dilemma, I get that. I mean, who's going to give it up? Maybe there's a way they can find a way to not be called Apple. It's a pity that they're both so successful. It's not, oh my fucking god. Next. Apple, this is actually, dare I say it, oh my god. Right. Apple once had a video game, a system called the Bandai Pippin. I didn't know this, it's kind of impressive news. Problem is, it says 10 on the article, it says 10 oh my god moments, and this is just one so far out of 7, right? Okay, so bullshit. The very first Apple computer sold for 666.66. Again, it's one of those, yeah, we've heard about it, if you've done your research, and the only way that you would be reading this is if you were to go, I'm interested in Apple, yeah, I'd like to know a bit more. In which case, you'd have fucking found this one out already. It's one of them, innit? It's like, out of this list, there's like 4 so far we've gone. I was expecting something other than the shit I already fucking knew. Dickheads. Next. Apple places employees into the think tanks of fake project until they prove themselves trustworthy. Well, I don't know what this is meant to say, but a lot of people just put you into, I would say fake projects. Come on, they make you go, right, we're going to do a little bit of an experiment on how you perform, okay? Before we put you onto something that's really high profile. What's the fucking surprise here? Where's the oh my fucking god? Or even oh my god? And then I knew this was going to come up. I'm surprised that it's here because it's quite obvious. But Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft, saved Apple. He bailed them out. There's figures, it's just astronomical. It's 100 billion pounds, and it's nice of him again. But it's one of those that we've already fucking heard. Even if you've never fucking heard of some of these, where is the oh my god? Where is the They've said oh my god. They could have just said 10 things you never knew about Apple that have still been wrong. They could have said some things you never knew about Apple I think that have been wrong because there was only one. They should have said facts about Apple. Then we'd have all been happy, except me, with something fucking else to worry about. Good night.
Oh, well, that's bloody shit.
No, I've had enough now.
Oh, grumpy at 40.